Welcome to Rishikesh. This is Victoria Ballard. I've been practicing yoga for 60 years, and the International Yoga Festival is on here, and I thought, well, I'll have a look at the class, the only class that dedicates itself to obesity, and all they said was do yoga and correct your hormonal imbalances, which I think would take years, and quite advanced asanas, but that's all you need to do to lose weight. And all they were doing in the class was breathing, leg over to the left, leg over to the right, and I just thought, come on, yes, I think that the asanas I do have kept me joint pain free, but that didn't work until I went on a totally anti-inflammatory diet. But I've been on an inflammatory diet here, loads of carbs and spices, and I haven't got my joint pain back, so maybe it's permanently cured. But to do hormonal imbalances, you've got to go anti-inflammatory, and you've got to be really patient and do years of yoga. And I would not recommend it as the shortest way to lose weight. I have found in my long experience of treating weight gain and people who cannot lose weight, no matter what videos they follow, ketogenic, ketovore, carnivore. Carnivore's the best, but you still have to do a bit of fasting if you're really insulin resistant. And the vegans and the vegetarians, well, they're often suffering. And some of them, through choice, go carnivore, or GAPS, Gut and Psychology Syndrome by Natasha McBride, and they go on that until all their symptoms are cleared up. Now, if you've got allergies, they can be causing all sorts of symptoms, and one of them is weight gain. I have seen people on 500 calories a day not able to lose weight. So we all know that calorie counting just doesn't work. Of course, when you first drop your calories to something like 800, you will lose weight, but it won't last. After a short period of time, your metabolism will adjust to your new calorie intake, and your metabolic rate will slow down, meaning you've either got to go lower and lower and lower on your calories until you reach 500, and this woman was that I'm talking about, she was below 500 calories. And the fasting mimicking diet that Walter Longo suggests as a longevity. He doesn't say for losing weight, he says for longevity. Well, longevity and losing weight are pretty much the same thing. They mean getting healthy. So 500 calories a day is the fasting mimicking diet. So if you want to do 500 calories a day for 5 days, you may lose some weight, you may gain some autophagy. Autophagy means self-eating. Basically, the macrophages in your body eat up the damaged cells and replace them with rejuvenated cells. So all sorts of dis-ease is achieved through fasting. And also, I worked with doctors in Harley Street who were finding allergies by using the elimination diet, which is the ruminant meat only. They use lamb. I think in America, beef is probably cheaper than lamb. And they had you on it for only 2 weeks, then they started reintroducing possible allergenic foods. in an order that is pretty similar to Natasha McBride's approach. She does a really strict elimination diet, really strict. And then she reintroduces the foods very slowly, starting with egg yolks, not even egg whites, because some people are allergic to egg whites. And she has had amazing success with mood, autistic children, anyone on the spectrum, schizophrenia. I'm not claiming that I will get you in that kind of state mentally, but I will use the same approach as Natasha McBride, but I'll be eliminating allergies. Now, you might think that ketovore, which is mainly animal products and vegetables, will make you lose weight. And if it is making you lose weight, then that's fine. I would call that the ketogenic diet, no carb, not low carb, but no carb, ketogenic, no carb. That might work for you. But if it doesn't, you have to bear in mind that Dr. Grundy, I would look him up if I were you on YouTube, he says that plants contain lectins, which can cause allergies. And these lectins are the plant's defense mechanism against being eaten. So therefore the lectins are a poison and they can cause allergies. That's why you have to go carnivore, or on Natasha McBride's elimination diet, you just drink bone broth. Bone broth is free. You can get it from an organic, free-range butcher. All the bones, they have to pay to have the bones taken away, so they give them to you for free. And I use bone broth and a version of carnivore, ruminant meat only. I don't do it for just 2 weeks. Ken Berry says you have to do it for 90 days. I will be somewhere in the middle, maybe 1 month, maybe 30 days, before you start introducing those foods you want to eat that may be allergenic. And I do an elimination diet. And while I'm in India, I'm only here for another month, but I prefer to use email rather than Zoom. Actually, my Wi-Fi has been really great and I could have been doing Zoom, but when I get back to England, I'm going to be charging for my Zoom sessions. The Zoom sessions will be 40 minutes. I'll be able to see your body type, although I can ask you questions by email that result in the same. And I will be only charging $50 for 40 minutes, which is ridiculous when you think these doctors who are only using the elimination diet without all the knowledge of gut and psychology syndrome, the GAPS diet, they were charging £120 per hour back in the 80s. It's now something like just a functional doctor who will find your deficiencies. I have to say that they were also finding deficiencies using hair analysis, blood tests, and spit tests. But I also learned how to find deficiencies through applied kinesiology. So I gave the whole package. Now I'm giving more than the whole package because I'm including the GAPS diet, GAPS, gut and psychology syndrome. And for the next month while I'm in India, I'm doing it for free. So if you get on my list, I'm a naturopath, I'm not a doctor, but I've done anatomy and physiology pretty much to the standard of doctors because I followed John Campbell, who did student nurses, student doctors, anatomy and physiology, and I followed all his videos and updated my anatomy and physiology and made it up to the standard of doctors. So I feel that I'm offering a service which is equal to a doctor. I don't know whether Dr. Mindy Peltz has actually done an MD. medical doctor, or whether she's just calling herself a doctor because she's a chiropractor, which you can do in America. You can't do that in England. You have to do 7 years medical training, 7 years medical training, and then you have to do 4 years of naturopathic training. So I consider myself equal to a doctor in terms of my experience. I can beat most of them in terms of how long I've been doing it. I've been doing it since the early 80s, and I'm offering it for free. I mean, how much do you get for free on the internet? Oh, everyone offers free, but they all want something. So I'm not asking for anything, just you email me. So yeah, I'm asking for your email address, but I'm not going to use it for anything other than helping you. So please take this opportunity in the next month, email me. My email address will be in the description, and get this free consultations, not just one, as many as necessary to get you losing weight. Okay, that's me for today. The sun's going down. It goes down behind the mountains, so we get a really early sunset. And then we wave lights to the river, to this holy river Ganga. And there's music in the evening, which is really nice. So I'm having a great time, but I've only got 1 month left, and you've only got 1 month to contact me and get free consultations. So please do so. Thank you for listening to the end. I always move out of the way so that you can see the little temple. There's the little temple in the Himalayan foothills, and it's lit up at night, but I don't do my videos outdoors at night. Okay, nice speaking to you, and hope to hear from you. Bye.